Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early, 4 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, let me see if I can put this into words. Over the last couple hours, I get these ideas for a video. I come across one story. I go through 20, 30 stories, and then one just, bam, hits me. And I usually it has something to do with something I've gone through, something I can relate to the story and why I feel strongly about it. Okay, and I get in front of the video, and then I have to put this all into words, and it's hard sometimes. So let me try. Let me preface this. The video today that caught my attention, yes, it's Tucker Carlson video. But wait a second, don't switch off. I know I've talked about Tucker Carlson a lot. I don't want to become the Tucker Carlson hater. Well, really, I do, but that's not what this is about. Okay, this is what happened 4 days ago. There's a bunch of stories from 4 days ago where everybody was outraged about Tucker Carlson. He came on TV telling millions of people, telling millions of Americans, why should you hate, well, he's put it in his own, one first person, why should I hate Vladimir Putin? Is he the person that's bringing fentanyl into my country? Is he the person that's destroying Christianity? Is he the person that's trying to convince my kids of racism? Is he the one that eats dogs? Actually said that, right? So, kind of, little bit sounds like he's defending Vladimir Putin there. Then, guess what? Vladimir Putin turns out to be a crazy, maniacal, evil SOB, right? So Monday, all these stories are from 4 days ago. Now, if you look on, if you Google Tucker Carlson, Vladimir Putin, you'll find a bunch of stories from 4 days ago. And then you'll find a bunch of stories from within the last 12 to 14 hours from Monday night. Because Monday night, Tucker Carlson comes on TV and goes, isn't that terrible? People accusing me of, he says, that was so terrible, I didn't even want to play it. Imagine people accusing me of supporting Russia, of supporting Vladimir Putin. Why would they say that? Wow, right? Huffington Post goes right out. I'll have the links all down below. A matter of fact, I'll have that. I'll put that video. I'll make sure that video right there that I just described is the first one down below. And this just came to mind. What came to mind is, look, he's lying. He's, you can call it lying. You could call it exaggerating. You could call it gaslighting. You can call it whatever you want. I call it lying. As I watched that, I thought in my head, the millions of people watching that are going to accept what he's saying. After that, after his kind of denying that he was supporting Vladimir Putin, he then spun, and because there's got to be a bad guy, so it's Biden. It's all Biden's fault because he's not strong, because he's weak, he's a whip. He wasn't tough enough on Russia. If Donald Trump said he'd do it, he'd do it. Okay, and just 4 days ago, now he's saying that Joe Biden doesn't hate Vladimir Putin enough, wasn't mean enough, wasn't tough enough on Vladimir Putin. 4 days ago, he was saying, why should we hate Vladimir Putin? Seriously, right? And as I watch this, I'm thinking, what's the point of even talking about this? I'm going to get a little deeper into this, and that's why I'm talking about it. The people that watch it accept it, because this comes to mind. The people, that reminds me of Donald Trump. Whenever I would point out Donald Trump, a lot of people do lie. I'll get into that more in a second. But whenever I would confront people about Donald Trump lying, or say Tucker Carlson lying, they dismiss it. Look, everybody lies. The other side lies. So why don't we? Why it's okay? We're just equaling things out here. Everybody. That's what they always. Every time I point out Trump lying, they say, "Well, everybody lies." You can't. You're just picking on Donald Trump, and that is not true. I don't want to. I'm not going to come across as saintly. God knows I make mistakes. I screw up. I screw up on a daily basis. I'm very fault. I have a lot of faults. But the life I live today, I don't do anything. I don't go anywhere. I don't say anything that I'm embarrassed of, that I have to lie about. And I realize that not everybody lies, because that's the thing. A liar will think everyone lies. A thief will think everybody steals. A drug addict will think everybody uses drugs. That was my excuse back when I was using. There was this hierarchy when in the drug culture. You ask any drug addict this, and I guarantee they'll agree with this. From a marijuana user all the way up to that's the most saintly of the drug users, and then the heroin injector is the evilest. And, the marijuana user will go, well, at least I don't do cocaine. And the cocaine user will go, well, hey, at least, I don't do crack. And the crack user will go, well, I might use crack, but I don't do heroin. The heroin user will go, hey, I snort heroin, but at least I don't inject it. And then that leaves you. No, I'm just kidding. I never injected heroin, but that's not the point here. And the bottom line is this. What I've learned over the last 15 years is it doesn't matter what other people are doing. That's the bottom line. Because I could sit here and defend and say, well, look, Democrats don't lie as much as Republicans. Nancy Pelosi, I never caught her lying. I caught Donald Trump lying more times. Joe Biden, I've never caught him lying, but I've caught Tucker Carlson lying. That is not the point. The point is what you do in your heart. I don't want to sound corny again, but it's the truth. Over the last 15 years, a lot of times I almost ask myself, is my life boring? I am happy. I live every day. I swear to God, I'm happy. I'm not rich. I don't have a girlfriend at the moment. I'm single. I'm by myself most of the time, but I am happy every single day. I didn't realize how much it was sucking the life out of me to be dishonest about what I did. I'll admit this. I never admitted this before, except in NA groups. When I used to shoplift. And now that I'm clean and sober and I don't live that life anymore, I realize the weight that it carried on me every day. It's not about what other people do. You might think you're getting away with it. You might think you're balancing things out. Well, everybody else lies, so why shouldn't I? Or stealing. And over the last 15 and a half years, I realized how much lighter, how much more enjoyable my life. I'm afraid it sounds corny again, but it's the truth. Like I said, I come on here and I could tell you guys every single thing I did yesterday. And part of me says, geez, is my life too boring? Because there's nothing I have to hide. But there's a light feeling that comes with that, a weight lifted off you. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, like the Trump supporters or the people that are going to defend Tucker Carlson. Well, CNN lies. CNN twists things this way and Fox twists it that way, so everybody does it. Doesn't matter. So, they're going to write Tucker Carlson right off. Doesn't matter, because they're not stupid. They know what he said 4 days ago. When I watch this video, I'm not going to sit here and talk about Tucker Carlson. It's a bigger problem than that. It's the people that watch him that accept this kind of behavior. And again, it reminds me, a thief will think everybody's stealing. It's not about what everybody else is doing, really. When it comes down to it, in the end, it only matters what you do. Your life. If you have to lie, if you have to exaggerate, if you have to twist like Tucker Carlson, that means your point is weak. That means your argument isn't good. In your heart, you know this. You might be able to rationalize it to other people by saying, well, everybody else lies. CNN lies. Nancy Pelosi lies, so it's okay, and I believe him. But in your heart, in your heart, That's what I've discovered over the last 15 and a half years, because the difference in just the day-to-day or even hour-to-hour, my hour-to-hour existence is so much lighter. That's the only way I can describe it. And happier. Now that I don't have carry that burden inside me, that I was living a lie. I didn't believe in the things I was doing. The stuff I was doing I knew was wrong. I could say, well, this guy's doing something worse, or everybody's doing it, or I'm not as bad as everybody else, but that doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It doesn't, those people will have to account for those people. You have to account for yourself. And in the end, that's the truth. I know it sounds corny, but it is the truth. So I'll have the link to Tucker Carlson and this ridiculous Just, what do you say to this? All right, you guys have a great Thursday. I'll be back later with another video.